Hi, I'm Mike. And today I'm going to show you a great finger exercise for with some basic chords. Once you learn it, first of all, you've learned these 3 basic chords and some notes to connect them, and they're used in lots and lots of rock and roll songs. There's Sweet Home Alabama and Feel Like Making Love. There's a whole bunch of songs. Can't You See by Marshall Tucker is. So there's a whole bunch of songs, but either way, they're 3 of the basic chords that everybody should know anyway. And there's a lot of songs you can play from, and they sound really good with a clean sound. So if you have an acoustic guitar, they really sound nice on an acoustic guitar. So to start with, I'm going to show you how to play a D chord. When you play a D chord, to start with, you want to take your first finger and put it on the G string on the 2nd fret. Then you want to take your 3rd finger and put it on the B string on the 3rd fret. And then you want to take your middle finger here, your 2nd finger, and put it on the 2nd fret of the E string. And this is going to be the D chord. Make sure all the strings ring nice and clearly. You want to hit that open D string when you play this D chord. Okay, and then the next chord is going to be a C chord, okay? And that's this chord. To play a C chord, you're going to take your 3rd finger, you're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the A string, right here, okay? You're going to take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the D string, okay? Right there. Then you're going to take your first finger, you're going to put it on the 1st fret of the B string up here, right there. And once again, you want to make sure all the strings ring nice and clearly. And then from there, you want to slide into the G chord. And the G chord is going to be, you're going to take these top 2 fingers, move them both up 1 string, and then put your pinky down here on the 3rd fret on the E string. So you've got your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Then you got some open string, and then you have your pinky down here on the E string. All right, and from these chords, you can do a lot of nice acoustic, clean sounding chord progressions like. And then once you can move freely between these chord progressions, there's some neat little tricks you can do with each chord, and then also connecting these chords, it sounds really nice. Like when you play the D chord, you can put your pinky down and make this chord. And then you can you can lift your middle finger off of the E string and play the E string open. Whatever your strumming suits you, you can make up your own stuff here, but you can practice transitioning between these chords like that, or you can just use this as a little grace note at the end of that chord. Also, on the G chord, you can get back into your G chord here. You can also use your pinky down there. Also on the G chord, you can take your first finger and you can cover up both of these strings here when you play it. And then you can also do the hammer on, hammer off with your pinky on the E string. It sounds nice too. And then moving on down to the G chord, back in your G chord position. Another way of playing a G chord that sounds really neat is to take these two fingers, your first and your second finger, and make the part of the chord that's on the E and the A strings, okay? And then down here on the 3rd fret, with your 4th and your 3rd finger, you cover up the B string and the E string. And another little trick that's pretty neat is when you go from the C string, the C chord, to the G chord, you play your C chord, and then you hit this A string right here. To do that, you make your G chord, then you hit this A string on the 3rd, 3rd, 2nd, open, G chord. That's the basis for a lot of rock and roll songs. There's AC/DC songs and Marshall Tucker and Leonard Skinner, and there's just a lot of songs based on these chords. Bad Company has a couple of them that I can think of, and they're all very nice songs, but they're really nice clean chords if you want to have a pretty, I don't know, like an acoustic sound. So anyway, I hope this helps you become a better guitar player. I hope it maybe simplifies the chord progression a little bit, and instead of just learning chords, it makes it so where you can connect them and maybe play something that sounds like a song as opposed to something that feels like a finger exercise. Always try to come up with a variety of strumming patterns whenever you're playing these chords. Just like that. So it's just try to have some variety to it, and try to have some fun with it, and just get to where you can go between the chords back and forth, and you know, it'll just, you become more fluent and throw in all those grace notes and stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you got something from this. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments below. All right, thank you. And please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. All right, thank you. Have a good day.